This week on Talking Without Thinking. Yes!
The comedic timing.
All right. Whew. This week on Talking Without Thinking, we have episode 100. So we decided to bring a special guest on, Mr. Zane Riley. He is one of our favorite guests from episode 17, I think, like a long ass time ago. It's been too long. And you know what? That's all we're going to do today. We're going to enjoy episode 100. So let's do it in a second. There it is. Welcome to Talking Without Thinking with your co-hosts, Jared, Jason, Stevie, and Scott. I did that for you. Come on down. You're the next contestant on
Podcast Row.
No, not at all. Well, welcome everybody to episode 100. We're trying to figure out something special to do this week, and we decided to bring our favorite guest back. We figured that was like the specialist thing we could do.
He's pretty special.
Welcome. Yeah, he's pretty special. Welcome on, Zane Riley, actor,
Hello.
wrestler, just amazing all-around human being.
Yeah.
One of the best beards in Gastonia, at least.
I'll take that. Third most famous person from Gastonia, North Carolina.
He's moved up 2 spaces.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man,
So
I'm working
welcome
on it.
You're well.
Yeah,
on your way.
you got a long way to go, bro. You got a long way to go.
Yeah.
Just shooting him right down.
You need to get more up here. Can you grow more up top here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Or is
let
that
me
all-
so much.
let me let them know. I'll let the hair guys know.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
he's gotta.
He's got hair.
Well, you
down,
never
so-
know. Like some guys can't do it.
Because
Like,
that definitely fucked. This beard in particular, I fucked up. I was cutting it way too low. I had to like kind of get it back up to the right level. So
Just stop.
I
cutting
look
it.
like you just gotta stop cutting it. You just gotta
completely.
decide the line and stop.
But you
fucking
guys
with it.
you trim the mustache area, don't you?
Occasionally.
I do. Yeah, I'm actually
No?
overdue for that because right now I've been getting the like the cereal milk in my, it's just in my mouth while I'm eating and stuff. It's
Scott-
That's
nasty.
what the mustache is for.
That's right.
Scott, funny you bring this up because both Steven and Jared, their mustachios are so low over their lips. It makes trying to match up the audio with the video kind of a pain in the ass when I'm editing these podcasts. I've gotten better on it, but it's just like a lot of like that kind of thing.
That's
So,
a bunch of Yosemite Sam.
funny you bring it up.
Just a bunch of
Yeah,
mall
big
Santas.
Yosemite Sam energy.
I just realized that it like parts in the center. I don't know why it does that. I didn't make it do that.
Yeah.
God,
Oh,
God.
man.
God, just
God.
I think
you
damn.
just
have
like
You
that.
just got to keep growing it.
I don't know if I can live with that, man.
Like that's
Dude, one
Stop
time
shaving.
I did
Keep it
clean shaven for a video interview for Apple, and I think like
Ooh.
cutting all this off
bad,
was like
bad move.
what caused me to get not
Yeah,
hired.
it's possible.
could be one of the reasons.
It's so
Listen,
terrible,
Maybe
man.
not.
Tough
I
They're
thought
not
it
going to
was-
hire you because you have a beard. Just
Well, I should have thought about it. It was like they probably would want to hire me more if I had a beard, because then at least I'd be cool.
You get a +2 in tech. That's how beards go.
Roll for initiative.
Roll for
I
initiative.
messed up, man.
so, Zane, how's it been going, man? Well, I mean, it's been a while,
It has.
since you've been on.
It's been
We've
Last time was in person.
83
we've
episodes.
survived a pandemic. We've
Man.
gone further down the rabbit hole as a human race in general.
Yeah.
And
the pandemic was awesome for me. So like,
Really?
I feel real bad. Yeah. Oh yeah.
like, did you do anything, or was it
yeah.
like
So my actual job was considered what is the word they used?
Oh.
Mandatory?
Not
No.
man
No, no.
mandatory, no, but like it was one of the jobs that like if you had it, you gotta keep going.
yeah? What was
Oh
it?
yeah,
what
people
was
started wearing
that?
shirts and having
What is-
stickers.
Talking about
Yeah.
it, you were an essential.
Essential.
worker?
You were an essential worker.
Essential.
Yeah.
There we go. I was
Yeah.
I worked in an apartment complex. I still do, but I worked at an apartment complex, and it was essential because people still need their homes, I guess.
That's fair.
So that
Yeah.
worked. And then about that time, I got a call to do stunt work for a TV show for a show about wrestling. It's called Heels. It's on the Stars channel. No one has it. It's cool. So I got a call to do some stunt work for that, and that was supposed to last a week, and I was there for 6 months.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh. Where did they film?
Atlanta, Georgia, where it doesn't exist.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
kind of like a
I was
Texas
gonna
or
say,
South Carolina or
yeah,
Florida.
it's totally set in like a southern. Yeah, I think it is like a Florida type thing because that like other company they always go like that they're in a war with kind of is from Florida.
Those guys
Yeah.
are from Florida. The main company is from a place called Duffy, Georgia, which I do not believe really exists.
Yeah, I don't think it does either.
See,
Is
I
it
was
really-
there the whole time and just no fucking clue.
It's a really sweet show, though.
Thank you very much.
I haven't. Yeah, no problem. I haven't seen it since it came on, so I
I
kind of
like it's a real sweet show. I haven't
seen
watched
it.
it, but
I've-
that's the
No,
coolest
it's a
thing that anyone
preview.
could ever say about it.
No, I've seen it all the way through. It's just
Oh, man.
I can't remember all the little details like the names of the cities
Yeah.
and stuff. But
Yeah.
it was great.
Oh, thank you.
So you stunt doubled for was it Diego?
Yeah, the large mass luchador,
AKA
With,
Robbie Ramos.
Robbie Ramos.
Robbie Ramos. Yeah.
the very talented, very awesome Robbie Ramos.
And if Hollywood people are listening, book Robbie Ramos so we can book
Please.
Zane Riley.
So I can get some more
Yeah.
work.
For
Nice.
real, man.
Well, I did do season 2. Season 2 has been recorded. And
dope.
that should be releasing. I think Arrow said in the next couple weeks.
Like how you still refer to him as
It's
Arrow.
call him
Finally.
Arrow.
He's not
Dude,
Stephen Arrow. He's Arrow.
I saw
Or
like
Jack.
I saw
He
like,
is Arrow.
He is Arrow. He will always be. He was just Arrow
He
like
was
the other
just
day.
Arrow the other day for
Yeah.
Flash.
Yeah.
He's Arrow all the time, so he's
Man.
Arrow. He doesn't have a real name.
So
I
yeah, we
actually-
recorded season
speaking
2, and
of-
that'll be out soon. So
That's awesome.
watch that. My
speaking of
residuals
that,
are very
like,
good.
I saw a false report on that being released like a few months ago, and I was really sad, like because I couldn't find it. I even
So I
paid
think
for
it
the
was-
Stars app.
I think it was supposed to have been, but right as we were wrapping up filming, and this has already been said, so it's not like it's a secret or anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't know if I have an NDA, but we're past it.
Fuck it.
Fuck 'em. What are they gonna do?
We'll do it
Fire me?
live.
Yeah. Good luck. Please, I want to get fired. I don't.
No, you
I
don't.
need this job. It was supposed to be, and then towards the end of us filming, they Stars sold to a different company. Like different owners were taking over Stars, and they weren't 100% sure what shows were going to stay, what ones they were going to continue with, and so everything just was like halted for release for the most part. And our show just happened to be one of them. But I believe they said within like probably the next month, I believe, is when they will debut it.
That's awesome. So who absorbed Stars? Was it like one of those HBO buys or something?
And
Or
I have no idea. It's like a whole other company. It's still Stars,
Gotcha.
just different leaders.
some bigger
I
like
tell you-
investor bought
Yeah.
it or whatever?
After the first season like went off, there it was kind of up in the air if there would be a season 2. So they finally came out and they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna do season 2." And it would have sucked really big if the new company came in and was like, "Nah, we ain't doing that, man."
Nah, man.
It
I
happens.
mean, like everything WB's doing with DC movies.
Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah,
Hoping
luckily
on.
that didn't happen. Knock on wood. It
Yeah.
would still be there. And then hopefully for a season 3, hopefully we get a word on that really soon.
Yeah, that'd
Hell
be
yeah.
awesome. I enjoyed season 1. I'm actually I started watching it a couple days ago, knowing that you'd be coming on. So
Aw.
I've gotten through like half of it already.
Hell yeah! Is
And,
this your first
it's
time watching
super
it?
good. First time watching it. Yeah,
Nice.
First time
Yeah, I'm
watching,
due for a
first time caller.
rewatch.
Have
myself.
you-
I love it so far. So no spoilers. At
Have
the
you
end,
gotten to
but-
CM Punk showing up yet?
I did. Yeah,
Okay.
Rabbit Robbie
He's-
Rabbit. Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome. He was like one of my favorite people to hang out with there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I
Super
imagine he
nice.
probably wasn't on set for. He's only in like 2 episodes or something, right?
Well, I mean, it takes longer. Like the way that it kind of films around is you don't go directly in order. We do it in blocks,
Yeah.
so you kind of film 2 or 3 episodes at once, and
Yeah.
so you're there longer. And then like the way we were set up is that because of COVID, like they couldn't just send you home and bring you back because there's so much testing you would have to do.
Right.
So basically, they just kind of kept you around. Kind of sequestered, and so we had our own sound lot, like filming building, where it was one half was like this full awesome gym, and the other half was just a wrestling ring, and that's
Yeah.
where we spent Monday through Friday 9 to 5. If we weren't on
Nice.
set,
Like in
we were
that-
just
in
hanging
that
around.
bubble, kind of.
Yeah, we were all kind of like divided up into what our groups were. So like, stunt was always together in one little area. we were supposed to be wearing masks, and we did, wink, and but like we were always together, so like it was whatever.
Lucha masks.
Yeah, that's what we did. I had to wear a lucha mask all the fucking time.
Well, that's true.
It was
Yeah.
awful. It was
That
the
works.
worst.
It's good enough.
Well, didn't you debut as a wrestler, as a masked wrestler?
I did. My very first match was as a masked wrestler. It was very stealing from a different culture that I'm not a part of.
Nice.
And didn't stop there,
Always
baby. Diego Cottonmouth, what's up?
That's awesome.
That's cool though. So
Yeah.
you're on the indie circuit?
Yes, I've been a independent wrestler for now 15 years. It's so silly. But yeah, like I've been really fortunate enough for my body to hold up this long. I made a lot of good decisions here and there. I made a bunch of bad decisions everywhere else, but like, taking care of myself or finding like a groove or a niche that I kind of fit in that was a little bit safer on my body. So I've been able to like keep a longevity to it, keep a steady bit of creativity. A tag team partner that's phenomenal. Like he's one of the best wrestlers in the world. His
Go ahead and
name's
shout him out.
Caleb Conley. He's a former Impact. He's
Oh yeah, he was on AEW Dark last week, wasn't
he
he?
sure was. He sure was. He
Yeah.
wrestled Davari. No, God damn it! I know this every other time. I constantly like to shit on his matches on social media because he's my best friend. But no, he's amazing. He's so kick ass. So I was lucky enough to kind of like hitch on his coattails like early on. So now he feels kind of obligated to do stuff with me and like would feel bad if he stopped.
Yeah.
So-
Caleb Conley. That's who he wrestled. Caleb Conley.
No,
he is Caleb Conley.
Oh no, sorry, Kip Sabian. Kip Sabian.
Kip Sabian. They look almost
Yeah.
identical with the blonde hair.
Oh yeah, I forgot he had to
It's
go
crazy.
blonde
Yeah.
for that
Yeah.
for that other gimmick.
He did that weird Impact show at WrestleCade where they all did like this random 80s indie show, and his name was Buck Humphreys.
Book Humphrey.
Nature Boy,
Nice.
Buck Humphreys.
Have you ever worked for like Pro Wrestling Guerrilla before?
I have not. I've wrestled a bunch of those guys though. I've made friends with like the specific. We had a company on the East Coast that was sort of similar to the product called PWX out of Charlotte, North Carolina, that would bring in a bunch of those guys. Like so, that's where I wrestled. I wrestled Kevin Steen there before he went to WWE.
Awesome.
Steve Carino before he was an office guy. Like I had a lot of luck there.
Jason
Yeah,
did not have a
'cause I've
lot of
seen
luck
him.
at PWX.
No, he
yeah.
did not.
So do you? So one thing that's happened since the last time we were on the show, Zane, is that we all went to a wrestling event. I was part of it.
was it after?
in the
it
audience?
was-
I think it was after.
It
I think it
shortly
was after because I guarantee we would have talked about this.
It was at the
with him.
Concord Arena.
Cabarrus,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cabarrus, yeah.
Yep.
I went there years later to watch a jiu-jitsu tournament, actually randomly. But
I saw
yeah,
a Sister Hazel concert there.
Hell yeah, Sister Hazel. Not enough respect.
It's all for you, man. It's
Yeah.
all for you.
No, normally it's a reptile show or a gun show.
It's been an alpaca show a lot lately.
Nice.
And that's super dope to be like driving your car and have to hold off for some alpaca to walk across the parking lot.
Damn.
I mean, it was
Zane's
fun as
working for a
shit, and
t-shirt.
Yeah.
I'm sad I haven't been back to a wrestling event since. It was a lot of fun, but a lot of crazy things happened. I feel like
Okay.
Scott and Jared should tell these stories.
All right.
I'll tell my one story
Let's get
about the child
Get
who
the
was
bathroom
crawling
kid.
around.
Yeah, get the bathroom
Yeah,
kid story.
when I went to the bathroom, there was just this little kid. I'm gonna demonstrate.
it. Okay.
This little kid was crawling around the floor like this.
This was like halfway
Yeah.
through the show,
All right, Jared, give him the
And-
play-by-play on what he's doing for the listeners.
and
for the
so
listeners, Jason is scuttling across the floor, looking like a ring character.
yeah,
Or
He-
Gollum.
Definitely
dirty
Gollum.
ass doo-doo floor.
Hell
This
yeah.
little 5-year-old kid. He had like a goblin voice, and I was like, I think I'll hold it. actually. But
Can't piss on this.
well, other
kid.
shit happened.
Well, was that after? That was when you went to clean up after the soda, right?
It was, yeah.
Burying the
shit, I
lead.
forgot
I
about
can't
that.
remember.
Burying the lead.
It was the guy
was a
that
one-on-one
forced the
match.
streamers match.
yeah.
Ethan Case.
Ethan. So
Yeah, it was
Ethan
definitely
was
Ethan.
wrestling somebody, and they ended up out in the audience.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where we were sitting happened to be their target for the fisticuffs.
Yeah, I think we were like second row or third row.
We were
Yeah, we
we
could-
were
we could
towards
see
the
it.
back outside. Like we were more middle than close.
Yeah, I guess
We
so,
had
yeah.
enough space around us for them to do what they
It
were
felt
doing.
close.
So if you're looking at hard cam, we're on the right.
So
Yeah.
so Jason is sitting on the outside of me and Scott. And,
I think we're standing at this point.
And my kid was there too, next
Yeah,
to
yeah,
me
yeah.
on the left.
and so like
yeah, I forgot no camp.
so they go to throw an entire what looks like a big gulp cup of liquid
Cherry cola.
at
It was cherry
the other
cola.
wrestler, and when they do, it splatters off the wrestler and just dumps all over Jason.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
got
mind
Very
you, hold
first
on.
wrestling
You left out
experience.
one really great detail in that the person in front of us, they took that cup from them. They
Oh,
had
yeah.
just gotten it refilled because they
yeah.
they
He was
spilled
excited
the
about it,
previous
too.
one. They spilled the previous one on the floor, and it was like just like all around. So it was already sticky everywhere, and just like
I forgot
colon
about the
shit
brand, it was-
everywhere.
I forgot it was a brand new cup.
Jason got
And-
Damn.
you got your money's worth, man, or you got
definitely
that guy's money's
definitely
worth.
light ice. It was light ice too, because there
It
was
was
not
light
a lot of
ice.
ice.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was
it was
mostly
light
soda.
ice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
90%.
And he grabbed it, and no, I don't think he threw it. I think he slapped it out of the guy's hand.
I don't remember, but
Dude.
it exploded and hit Jason.
Oh my god, it was everywhere.
It
how
dunked
Jared and I didn't get hit, I don't know, but Jason
Yeah,
was just
still dry as a bone.
loaded, man.
It was like,
Dude,
that was
whoa.
great.
Thank God you
So
had glasses on. You had glasses on, right?
I did, and then they were covered in soda as a result of it.
Get those little
Yeah.
glasses that do this.
Yeah.
I was about to say, like, little.
Little wipers, man.
Joke's on you guys.
The thing I remember the most, it wasn't really getting like yeeted full of soda. It was like as we were leaving the show, I looked over at this like one of those like metal seats, and the whole thing was fucking dented. And it was because one of the dudes got thrown into the chair, and I was like, "Yeah, wrestling's real."
Yeah.
It's still real to me, damn it.
It was a prop chair,
Still-
man. We plant those everywhere.
Prop chair.
It was a rubber chair.
It looked like a
Planted in
was
someone's
Yeah.
spinal region.
yeah. It was fucking great. Though it was a lot of fun. Can't wait to go back.
Because I was gaming
Yeah,
last night and I was talking about wrestling, and this dude was like, "Nah, I don't watch that fake shit." And I was like, "Dude,
Hell yeah.
Bro.
That
I
was
was like,
me.
here we go."
That was me. Your jobber shit on Call of Duty or whatever Fortnite we were playing.
Well, my mark ass
Probably
set him
Counter
straight.
Strike.
Good.
It was Counter Strike. Yeah, I set him straight. I gave him the
Hell yeah.
DDP speech. I was like, it's not, it's predetermined. Okay?
Yep. Tom,
Thank you
Can't
for
fake
carrying the
gravity,
banner of
goddammit.
independent wrestling.
It's still real to me, damn it.
It's still all right, David Wells.
Oh,
Calm down.
God.
Oh man, so PWX doesn't do anything anymore, are they? Like, what happened with that promotion?
Well, like one of the main guys, trying to think about how to say without shitting on everybody. One of the guys had a kid. They started doing a lot of work with, fucking here we go, boys. Nuclear heat. He had a kid, and so that was, that took some time away. And then both of them started doing a little bit more hands-on work with New Japan Strong, with the dojo and everything. And the houses were going down, and I think it was just sort of writing on the wall kind of deal. Like it was costing way more than it was like bringing in, and I think it was time.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody went on to do different things. Maybe not necessarily better, but
Yeah, I mean it was cool. I mean, I only went to the one show, but I wanted to go back to more. I know they were doing a lot of those like PWX pure shows at like some of
those
the
were
clubs
fun.
and
Those were really good.
in Charlotte and stuff. Yeah,
I mean, they could only rely on the Gastonia Armory to house their shows so much.
that's true. Respect.
Well,
though.
they had I think it was Forest U High School. They did some, or they used to do them at a high school around here.
That's wild.
maybe not
Forrest, you
PWX.
hosting
I know there
wrestling
was
shows?
a company that ran Forest View a good bit. They always did fundraisers for the police station.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that the one
But I don't
George
think
was
you could get
associated
alcohol
with?
at those because of the school.
Nah,
No.
this was a school, and they stopped running because ACAB.
Oh man.
All cops are bastards. Never mind. I thought that was way more clever. And,
No,
like,
you're
I
good.
thought it was a-
like.
I thought it was a wrestling promotion. Also calling it
No,
that.
I just thought that.
I've
man.
reached my
Well,
my
hey,
hot
guys,
take quota.
Let's
for
go ahead and start
2023,
this.
so-
Let's go ahead and start
All
this
right.
podcast.
So welcome to Talking Without Thinking.
Thank you very much. You guys,
Episode 100. Zane Riley's here.
hey, I did a show. Gay cops. Blue lives.
Oh my God.
They'll cut that.
Oh, we
in
gotta have
post.
more guests on. Nope.
Yeah, Jason is post.
We're in post.
We're in post
This
now.
is like that scene in Spaceballs where they're just watching themselves.
Oh man. And scene.
There we go.
But that's kind of
Oh,
cool. I
man.
was thinking about it all day. I was like, man, this is like my podcast. Today.
Yeah.
Like it's right up
This
my
is-
alley because
This is your time to shine.
Steven, you act like this is always your goddamn podcast.
This is going to solidify
That's not
you in this
100%
group.
true. I'm saying
is.
like the topic and everything, having Zane on and everything. I'm just like, dude, this is a wrestling man's dream. Hang out with some
Boy.
wrestler.
I'll answer all your questions.
Ready, go. First off, tell me about the Jericho Fozzy story.
Oh yeah. So for those that don't know, my cat's name is Fozzy, which is the name of Chris Jericho's band, and I named him after him. All right, there you go. Now, what's your Chris Jericho story?
So then he talked about his cat Fozzy, and then I asked, "Is it named after Chris Jericho's band?" Hoping sort of that he'd be like, "No, from the Muppets Bear," but that didn't
That would have
happen.
been,
That's what I thought.
that'd have been a little cooler.
That's
So-
what everybody usually thinks, though.
Yeah,
Well, that's because that came first.
yeah, it makes a lot more sense because the Muppets are more widely appreciated rather than cuddle fights.
Right.
So a
But
very
it
long
is
time
spelled
ago,
like the band.
yeah, okay. So back in the day, there was a place called Manifest Disc and Tapes in Charlotte.
Mm.
It's a very popular
R.I.P.
music
R.I.P.
store.
That was my
Near
favorite
and dear to
story.
my heart.
Pour one out for
Pour
a real
one
one.
out for him. Yep. Jinx.
Damn it. You owe me some Coke. So me and a buddy went, and Chris Jericho was there signing autographs, and the guitar player was also with him, and it was a Fozzy thing. So me and my buddy run out, and we try to buy these Chris Jericho action figures. And we do. We succeed. We go there. We're in line, and they're like, "Hey, guys, by the way, you must also buy the Fozzy CD to get anything signed." And I was like, "Fuck, I don't want this damn CD." But whatever. So I buy the CD so I can get my action figure signed. And my idea was I'll just get him to sign the CD. I'll eBay that motherfucker off. And then I'll keep the action figure. And so it was great. It was whatever. So we get through, we get up to the front, and then he signs it. He's going to sign it. And this son of a bitch asks my name and then personalizes the CD.
Oh.
But doesn't personalize the action figure. And I was like, "You motherfucker!"
You got got.
I got. He knew. He's like, this guy looks like a carny. I'm gonna take care of him. And he did. And he did.
He turned heel on you, man.
He did. He got me good. That son of a bitch.
You just knew. You telegraphed it, man.
Yeah. He's like, here's what you think is gonna happen. Swerve.
So would he have signed like anything you brought up to him? Because I probably would have showed up with like 2 of the CDs just in case. So he'd be like, "Oh, this dude must be a fan." Like, get their first album and second album. He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, he's a fan."
The guitar player that was with them was like the guitar player that used to play in Stuck Mojo. I should have brought like a Stuck Mojo album and be like, "I'm not even here for you, Jericho. I want this guy. I think his name's Sonny. It might not be. I might have just made that name up, but I want Sonny's autograph. You ain't shit."
That'd have been so good.
4D
Put his ass in his
chess.
place.
Yeah. So you're not gonna be shitting wrestling after this. I guarantee it.
Well, I tell you, as far as meeting him go, like I always buy autographs. My brother runs he runs like a auction group on Facebook, so I
Okay.
buy most of my stuff through him. So I don't really meet him anymore. So I usually get what I want or I just decline it. But that sucks to like have that happen to you in person.
It's
And,
I still have that action figure. This has been like at least 10 years ago, maybe more.
I think.
Yeah, I was
it
gonna say Manifest hasn't done signings in a long
Yeah.
time. Like I think since they got
Seriously.
bought out by FYE, like what 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah. So yeah, this would have been forever ago.
Yeah. Gosh.
But yeah, that's
Early
my
Fozzy
Fozzy
days.
story. I ran into Jericho one time in extra talent when I did extra talent work in 2016,
Mhm.
and he was in the back, and we had done our segment, and they aired it on Raw, and then he just comes up to me and the guy that was in, he goes, did they just bring in professional actors for this?" And I was like, "Are you fucking with us? Like, come on, dude. Do you see that shit? Did we sound like professional actors?" Jericho's always super, super nice guy. Never hear anything bad
Yeah.
about him.
Well, that's good. I mean, I'm glad to hear that because, that they always say don't meet your heroes or whatever, and I don't consider him a hero, but
That's why I've
not
never
to
met
me.
Bret Hart on purpose.
That,
Oh
I
my
have met
god,
Bret
yeah.
Hart.
See, I'm sure he's the greatest
he
guy.
did.
I'm just too scared. No one do it.
I was with my brother for
Same.
we were doing a private signing with Bret Hart in New Orleans
signing privates.
Oh, yeah.
after the
Did you say it's your
It
brother
was-
that does this site, or your cousin?
yeah, my brother. He's
Who's-
his name's Will Hudson.
okay.
He's my half bro. He lives in Florida.
Okay.
But we had went to WrestleMania 34 weekend, and we were at, I think WrestleCon was the one that had Brett that weekend.
I was there.
And you were?
Yeah, I
He
do all the
was.
WrestleCons.
Yes, he does.
Did you go to the
Oh,
WrestleCon
okay.
Super Show? I probably wrestled someone.
We didn't. I don't
ugh.
usually go to events. I mean, I saw Access, live wrestling at Access. The reason I don't go to events is because the seats are for little people butts, and I have a big guy butt.
I get that for sure.
Yeah. Now, if I can stand up, my ass will be there. I'll stand
yeah.
4 hours
Damn.
as long as I don't have to
I
deal
won't.
with the
Yeah.
hurt butt, because
I
it
feel
hurts.
ya. It does. They're
Yeah.
not comfy seats. They don't want you to hang out long.
Right.
Once you get out of there.
Like
But yeah.
McDonald's.
Anyway, so
Gone.
it was after he had got done signing. Everybody was leaving. It was after the WrestleCon was over. We were in the back, and I think my bro paid him like $1,000 to sign 200 things.
Jesus.
And
That's
so-
a deal.
I was back there, like,
For real.
helping him with all the organization because he had, magazines from the 90s. My
Yeah.
brother is the biggest Brett fan that I know. That's his favorite wrestler. And
Yeah.
Brett was really cool, man. He didn't really say much to me because I was just handing him shit to sign.
Just you didn't
but-
give him $1,000.
Yeah, but my brother had his book and he was like, "Is it cool if I write something in here for you?" And of course my brother was like, "Yeah, absolutely," And he wrote like this paragraph of like how much he appreciates him being his fan and all that, and because he had all this cool stuff that I guess he hadn't seen, on the regular. I'm sure he sees cool shit all the time that people want signed, but it was a really great experience.
That's cool, man.
Um,
Good.
Of course, I've seen a lot of the Brett videos on YouTube where he's hating on everybody for being
Yeah.
terrible workers, and
Mostly Goldberg.
Yeah,
Goldberg.
and rightfully
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, he's not wrong.
So did you say that was Louisiana, like the New Orleans one?
Yeah, New Orleans. I actually
So-
met Austin there.
Uh-huh.
AJ Styles, I met at a Walmart there, like he was doing a signing.
He worked there.
Yeah, and then I
He was
saw
moonlighting
a
as a
few of the
wrestler at that
guys,
point.
a few of the guys in the convention too. Yeah, it was great though. I love doing signings. I have an 8x10 collection. I got all kinds of shit, man.
Nice, man. So to tie Bret Hart and Goldberg in New Orleans, I had
Yeah.
to do a shuttle run and go pick up Goldberg from the airport to take him to WrestleCon.
Oh,
And
wow.
my buddy went with me, Man Scout Jake Manning, who's also on Dark. Every once in a while you see him.
Woo,
um,
shout outs.
So he goes with me because he knows that I don't like Goldberg because he ended Bret Hart's career. And so we're driving there, and he's like, just be cool. I'm like, I'm gonna be cool, but as soon as he starts to be a prick, I'm gonna pull the car over and tell him he ruined Bret Hart's career and to get out of the fucking car. And I do not care.
So like he's like, "Hey man, can you turn the radio down?" And he's like, "Let me
Fucking-
park
all right,
the car.
motherfucker.
That's it. We're done.
Let me
So
tell
we
you
pick up, get the fuck out. We get 10 feet from the airport. So we pick up Goldberg. We're driving. To tell you that this motherfucker was super nice is an understatement. And he's like telling stories about like him and Scott Steiner beating the shit out of each other and people in Japan. And I'm like, God damn it, stop this. Stop being cool. I want to kick you out of this car. And then like he's recently gotten to jujitsu at the time. And so he was like, you think there's any jujitsu gyms around? Maybe I could roll around some. And I was like, oh, here we go.
Probably.
Start getting ready to hit the unlock button. And then he'd break right back into some Japan shit. I was like, God damn it. He made it without incident, unfortunately, but
This
So
time.
I'd be like,
This
"Listen,
time,
Bill, I
so-
don't think you should be kicking anybody.
Yeah,
no knees, no
fucking-
nothing."
break all your
For
fucking
real.
toes. But yeah,
That's
that's
so-
my Goldberg.
I didn't actually meet him, but my brother he had the VIP ticket access to get
Yeah.
something signed by him. So he actually bought the 34 belt plates, and he had the case, and he got DDP to sign it, and he was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll get Goldberg to sign it. And he stood in through the huge line,
Yeah.
got up there, and like you said, he was really cool and really nice to my brother. He signs this belt plate box with DDP already on there, and then the worker or whatever that was with him set the next person's 8x10 on top of it, fresh autograph.
Oh no.
And
Oh no.
it was a paint pen too, which
Smudged the
takes
shit
I
out
think
of
a
it.
minute and a half. Yeah, so smudged the shit out of it. Goldberg's like, damn, that sucks. And then they gave him an 8x10 as like a consolation prize or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, my brother was so mad.
I would be too.
He's
See,
like, "Look at
Goldberg
this."
just ruining shit.
By
Well,
price.
it
What
was
a
his-
fucker.
It was his worker, but
He
yeah,
knew what he
I
was
mean,
doing.
Yeah,
I don't actually like
he had a
Goldberg
hand
either.
signal or something.
He's like,
reason-
fuck it up.
Yeah,
The reason that I don't like Goldberg, though, in addition to the Bret Hart thing, is he doesn't know how to wrestle.
That's being able to wrestle in wrestling is the least important part.
I
I
know.
think Zane's lasted 15 years.
I've been here for 15 fucking years.
He just
I
lands
like
on
those-
gummy bears.
I haven't taken
Those
one
chips.
bump.
I have it,
I mean,
brother.
I like those 25, 35, 40-minute matches.
Yeah,
where
yeah,
they
those
do
back
all
and
kinds of
forth.
crazy shit.
Did
Yeah.
you watch what was that show? Dynamite last night?
Dynamite? I actually did not.
I
I have
did.
too much.
Yeah,
I'm
that Bandito
rewatching-
Danielson match was awesome.
Dude, it was a
missed it.
banger.
You know, I don't
I'll
really
check it
care for
was.
Darby Allin, but that Kushida match, Kushida's awesome as shit too.
That wasn't bad. I've never been a huge Kushida fan.
Yeah.
I think it's the Back to the Future gimmick he's been touting for like the last 5 years.
At least he's
It's
keeping
time,
with
bro.
it.
I mean, I
keeping.
respect it. He
At
brought it
least
from
move on to Back to the
NXT.
Future
Yeah.
3. Start showing
But-
He
that
brought that
cowboy
from
gear.
Japan.
Yeah. I mean, he's even like named his moves. Like he has like the
Yeah,
hoverboard.
the hoverboard thing. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just never knew that. But
No,
that Bandito
no.
Danielson match was awesome.
That was good. That's 2 weeks in a row. Danielson's had a good match. I mean, that's all he does. He just
Yeah.
puts on great
yeah.
matches. Was it who was it last week? I'm gonna fuck up his
Yeah.
name. I'm not even gonna try it. Yeah, he's a newer Japanese wrestler
Okay.
who's fantastic. too.
Take a shitta.
Take a shitta. There you go. Takashita.
Yeah.
Takashita. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have any
But-
issues with AEW. I just I have too much that I'm already watching,
Mm.
between SmackDown and Raw. I'm rewatching 1997. So I'm getting a lot of Brett.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna redo the Attitude Era because there's so much that I forgot because I was like
Yeah.
7 when it happened.
So have they.
Yeah.
So I'm just
CTE.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm just going through it again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to keep up with
Damn.
AEW. I mean, it's awesome. I know that. I mean, lots of high spots in every match, and MJF is one of the dirtiest fucking heels to ever have a microphone.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have any problem with AEW. I just haven't kept up with it in a while, but I'll check that match out.
Yeah, it's good.
It was good.
That's
I
what
thoroughly
the
enjoyed it.
very little bit I watch any product. The one thing I watched was happened to be last night. Drinking
Oh,
a ton of beers at a Ruby Tuesdays.
Hell yeah, Ruby Tuesday.
And it just
Nice.
happened to be on.
No, I was watching it on my phone.
Because he was at a Ruby Tuesdays.
Well, because the bartender was so slammed that she couldn't change the channel, so I just watched it on my phone.
I love
That's-
Ruby Tuesdays.
yeah.
A man of culture.
Hey, you know what?
It's
I
you know.
appreciate Chili's #1.
I do love Chili's.
like that shit. So it's like, and then Applebee's is always there because like when you're always on the road, they tend to be open later
always
than a
bees
lot of
somewhere.
places. And then
It's
like,
true.
and I don't like Denny's because they don't have alcohol.
fuck Denny's.
But like,
I mean, that's the least of their problems. Denny's just
Yeah.
ass all
Yeah,
around.
I don't know.
They
This is
typically- they
this
don't
is
have a lot of
this is a
employees
fuck-
either.
yeah,
No.
This is a fuck Denny's podcast.
yeah, this is the
It
anti.
is.
Don't try to get a sponsor from us, Denny's.
Yeah, fuck you,
won't
Denny's.
But the food is always the same. It's never great. It's never awful. It's always consistent. The beer's cheap and they're open somewhat late, so you can get a good meal after a show. So I've always
Yeah.
been a big proprietor of
Applebee's
Chili's,
can just be
Applebee's,
described
Ruby
as
Tuesdays.
it's mid.
Yeah, hey,
You know?
they
I've
all
always
too.
liked the vibe of Applebee's more than
Yeah.
Chili's, personally.
I'm more of a Chili's guy, just because
Talking
the
about, like, the way the wind
queso
hits
and a
your
skillet.
face?
and-
yeah.
talking about vibe at Applebee's. You talking about like the way the wind hits your face when you walk in, and
Yeah.
No, they gave
No,
you that
more
extra
like I'm
tender.
gonna see. No, I'm gonna see Dad's fight more likely at the Applebee's. The
I-
Applebee's in Gastonia is closed, unfortunately.
I know that
We're
sucks.
going with unfortunate on that one.
Tried to
Didn't
go
we
there not
lose-
so long ago. Found out.
We
The
lost
Ruby
Ruby
Tuesday's
Tuesday.
closed too.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
Chick-fil-A now.
Speaking of Ruby Tuesday, I got a fucking Ruby Tuesday coaster right
Hey.
here.
Wow.
But you know what's still there? Chili's, because I went there for lunch a couple weeks ago.
Damn right.
Shut that down too.
Shut
You ever shut a lunch shift down? That shit's weird.
Have you ever seen two grown men have a foot race to an O'Charlie's?
I did that too.
'Cause
That
I've seen it.
that O'Charlie's
He
is shut
participated
down.
in it.
It's shut down too?
The O'Charlie's in
Not Gastonia.
Charlotte where I
Gastonia?
live.
Oh, gotcha.
The one
gotcha.
off Tryon.
No, but I did go to that O'Charlie's a couple weeks ago too. It's a good place to
Still got
drink.
that one.
This is just going to become into the good places to drink in Gastonia, and it's all box chain restaurants.
Yeah, pretty
RJ
much.
Gators was my favorite.
Get fucked.
Dude,
That was my
I'm-
first
Oh.
job. That was my first job
Oh,
ever,
man.
and I
Nice.
loved working there. And it was my
I
favorite
miss that
bar.
place.
till
Great
was like,
restaurant.
down.
The amount
If there's
of
any
tall-
restaurant I
Homeboy
could bring back,
Tuesdays.
it's that one,
It's
dude.
definitely RJ Gators.
I had so many good nights drinking there and just
Oh my
eating the
God.
shit out of some wings.
Dude.
Oh,
dude.
God.
So,
This is so
I'm
good.
gonna let you in a little secret. They still exist,
But
but
just in Florida.
they've changed their name to just Gators. But still there.
'Cause RJ
Everything
backed
tastes the fucking same. Still got that Okeechobee chicken, man. It's all.
Oh shit.
Just go.
I
If you're
forgot
next time you're in
about
Florida,
that.
yeah, man. I had to memorize the
lit.
menu.
So
All
good.
right, like let me tell you about it. I was a host and
Next
had to
time I'm in
memorize that
Florida.
Ugh.
Fucking shit.
Oh,
God.
man.
Shouts
Tall,
out.
menu.
Tallboy Tuesdays.
Hell
for
yeah.
us.
Then I
You
went
know-
over to work at the movie
Bro.
theater.
The other reason I love that place is because it was a Pittsburgh bar too.
Oh,
You'd
yeah?
go in there and they'd always have the Steelers games on, which was fantastic.
We'd always have this
Nice.
drunk rich guy come in there and wrestle the big alligator statue, like
Oh.
just like try to manhandle it to the floor. And like he broke it many a time, and they're just like,
Oh
he
man,
spends a lot of money here. Keep letting him come in.
Just glue it back together.
Yeah,
Glue it
just
back
fuck
together.
it.
We'll make it.
This alligator's been through some shit. This alligator can't fight for shit either.
Turns out that was actually RJ of RJ.
That was he quit. That's why it became Gators. He's like, I can't take this anymore.
He had to retire from wrestling the Gator, so he took his name from it.
Oh
I
my
only had the
God.
pleasure of eating there once, and it was before 21,
Oh damn.
and it was
Damn.
Really,
It
you
was
still could have
okay.
drank.
Yeah.
It depends on
Yeah.
how cool you are, bro.
That's true.
yeah.
Just order with confidence.
And
They
that
don't
place used to
card
have
you.
a smoking section and everything. When I worked there, there was a
Yeah.
smoking section.
I think I remember that.
Yeah,
That was the section
hot-
around the bar.
Yeah,
the
that was the
smoking
hot place,
Yep.
man.
God, those were the days, man.
Wow, we've talked more
Yes.
about restaurants than
section.
you remember a minute
Yeah,
ago. We were like,
speaking
"This
of
is my
that-
podcast," and then I got all these wrestling questions,
Well,
and
that's
then
'cause for
Scott
Stevie, it's a food
jumped you.
podcast.
Scott jumped you for the only wrestling question I think you had, and then now we're talking about
I did.
restaurants.
Did I
That's
bring up
Pete
restaurants?
talking without thinking.
No, we've got
I
to
think I
restaurants where
did.
you could ask more questions.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
kind of a
Jared-
wrestling question. You know, which restaurants
Yeah.
you go to, and
Yeah,
you. I mean,
there it is.
There you go.
Yeah.
When you're traveling,
Segue. Classic segue.
Nailed it.
it was. It was good. It was good. That's what we do here.
Classic
segues.
segues.
So, Stevie, what are the wrestling questions
Yeah,
do you
Big
have
Stevie,
for,
cool. What else
Zane
we
over
got?
Let's see.
Oh,
Yeah, I
put
was
him on the
trying. I
spot.
was asking about Pro Wrestling Gorilla earlier because I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if I had maybe seen you like on a Blu-ray or something before.
No, unfortunately not.
You've done, like-
Though you would have seen a spot that I started that Cedric Alexander stole and did to Jushin Thunder Liger, where all those guys stuck each other's thumbs in each other's asses.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I did
That's-
that for years before that happened. Me and Cedric Alexander came from the same training school. I've hit him. It's on YouTube. Me doing it to Cedric Alexander, and that son of a bitch took it and gave it to Liger. But then I
Damn.
kept back at him. I did it to Liger myself a couple times.
Yeah, an old roommate of mine. He said he used to hang out with Cedric Alexander's cousin, and so he was around Cedric all the time.
Yeah,
And apparently, he's called Seti. They call him Seti or whatever.
sure. Yeah, yep. He's been
Yeah.
called that. He's
Oh no!
Adios, Jason. Yes, coined by his lovely wife, Big Swole.
Big Swole.
Oh, he's married to Big Swole?
You didn't know that?
No, oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Nerds.
Inside knowledge, guys.
It's
It's on Twitter.
now we know.
Yeah, inside
Go up,
knowledge.
go update that Wikipedia page, somebody.
I'm on it.
So obviously, you're like a heavyweight, and
Yeah.
he's
Mr.
he's like a
305
cruiser.
Live.
Have you have you ever got the lumbar check?
I did take that one. I took all of his moves before he was doing them on TV when we were doing it in the shitty armory in Gastonia.
Okay,
Uh,
yeah.
One of the best matches I've ever had in my entire life was against him in the Gastonia Armory, and that show got deleted and never. There's no footage of it, but it was a fucking awesome ass match. But yeah, I got up. He gave me the lumbar. He gave me the fucking concussion on delivery or whatever they called it. He gave me the kick to kill. All that stuff.
Yeah, because
I farted in his mouth one time.
Nice.
I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not even gonna go into it. Farted in his mouth one time.
I don't need the backstory.
Yeah.
All right, we're done.
Yeah, he might be in WWE, but he still tastes my toots.
That's right. Respect. There's a respect on these toots. But no, that's really cool. I mean, I think he's a great wrestler. You know, I think they're going to be bringing back the Hurt Business. They keep hinting at it on
I hope so.
SmackDown and Raw.
That's a really great group of like talent that they really missed the boat on pushing. Especially Shelty B. But with like the lack of prominent black and people of color talent that seemed to kind of get the shaft end of it. I think they were the forerunners of needing that moment.
Yep.
I mean, you had New Day, which has always been awesome, but like that torch could have easily been passed on to them. And if they would have, if they would have put the work in on them, they would have been as big or bigger, or just on the same as the table.
For sure, they were getting there already with Lashley holding the belt for so long, like through a lot of the pandemic era, and I mean, it seems like now he's starting to get a little bit more of a push again. I think, but
that U.S. title,
yeah, they're kind of pushing him in there. But I mean, they could have been like Nation of Domination big had they kept like pushing and pushing.
Yeah, and I'm seeing all that every day while I work because I have a cool at-home job, so I get to watch, wrestling all day while I work. So but yeah, the Hurt Business. Speaking of that, now it looks like they're going to be adding Omos to the mix.
Right
on.
I
think I was talking to Scott. I don't know, probably like a year ago at this point, before Triple H took over, and I was like, man, they really need to add Omos to the Hurt Business too, and then they'll just take over. And then now it looks like they're kind of going to do that. So they
should give you a job on creative, Stevie.
Oh my God.
You had it figured out.
They should, man.
Side hustle.
That's right.
Yeah. Talk to the Saudi Arabia company that's about to buy it.
You wouldn't do this podcast anymore. I wouldn't talk to you guys ever again.
Be out.
Give me a job.
True.
Chasing who? Man. Never heard of a Jared.
Scott?
Only Scott I know is Scott Hall. Rest in peace.
That's right.
R.I.P. bro.
Gone too
soon. Let's do the rounds of here's the famous guys I've wrestled. I think we did this last time too.
Okay.
That Stevie would know since he's the new guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know I can start you off with Gangrel because I know he loves Gangrel.
I think I'm wrestling him in February again.
Oh, really?
I love Gangrel.
Yeah. I just got 2 of his 8x10s, one with the brood.
Hell yeah. So one time, one weekend, I wrestled him in Charleston, South Carolina. And the night before, Caleb wrestled him in California. And we both gave him back rakers, like where you kind of down their back. And but he wears a shirt, and he got very mad about it. I'm wearing a fucking shirt when we did it. And so, like, after we did it, he's like, your fucking friend Caleb last night did that to me too. And I was like, awesome. And so we've seen Gang or wrestled Gang a lot since then. And every time we do, we just take turns raking his back with his shirt on to the point where he's like, God damn it, guys.
Because he has to sell it, but obviously he has a shirt on.
Yeah. But they don't like, you're a fucking vampire and it's noon. Shut up.
Yeah, that was the question I was going to ask you. Like, I know when you're working with a guy in the ring, you have to, like, give him cues or let him know what's about to happen.
Yeah.
But do you guys ever, like, talk shit to each other too? Like, I'm about to splash your ass, bitch.
Oh, yeah. I'll just, man, grab a dick. I don't even care. I'll just let them know I'm there. All kinds of shit talking.
Fart in their mouth.
Yeah, fart in somebody's mouth. Come the fuck on. You're fucking everything up. Get the fuck up. I usually like to do that just to fuck with them because they're probably doing pretty fine. And I'm just like, come the fuck on. What are you doing?
Sometimes
just
that
make
it's real. where
make 'em
Zane
sweat.
is yelling, "Come
We'll-
the fuck on!"
We'll talk about going to Applebee's after this. Let's get the fuck out of here so we can go to Applebee's. God damn it!
Yeah, let's go home. Let's go home.
Home. Yeah,
For
shit
those that
talking.
aren't
It's all in
familiar.
there.
Applebee's.
When a wrestler tells another wrestler to go home, or the ref tells him, it means it's time to do the finish of the match because
Yeah.
we need to wrap this up.
Yep, you're going too long. You've been in this ring too long,
That's right.
or someone's hurt, but usually too
Yeah.
long. I don't get that too much because I'm already going home.
All right, here's this
Yeah, I
spot,
know.
here's the spot going
Usually,
home.
yep. Hey, you guys need to go home. You need to catch up. I'm almost there.
I've already done the cannonball. It's time to go.
brother. I've hit my 3
All right.
moves.
So we got Gangrel, Cedric,
Yep.
you said,
Yep.
Kevin Steen.
Vader. I wrestled
Kevin Owens.
Vader before he died.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, nice.
I got to
If
meet
you
him.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, he was grumpy that morning, but
It was Vader.
Yeah, it was Vader.
Shane Helms, the Hurricane Shane Helms.
Mhm.
Wrestled him a few times. Jimmy Jacobs, for your Ring of Honor fan.
I probably recognize the face.
Okay, he was he does or did office for WWE recently.
Okay.
Lodi. And if you know
Lodi,
him,
I've
he
seen-
would
yeah,
have been in Raven's flock.
Yeah.
I think I know that name.
The Barbarian, everybody that was like an NWA jobber in 1984.
Right.
So Rock and Roll Express.
All those guys, man. Bobby
Ricky
Fulton, the
Morton.
Fantastics, Rock and Roll Express, many times. The Boogie Woogie Man. Not to be confused
Tonk
with
Man?
the Boogie Man. Two different. I'm sorry.
Way different.
What about Honky Tonk Man?
I have done a couple of shows with him, but I've never wrestled him. I got to do a thing with Steamboat one time where we cut a promo on each other. That was cool.
Hell yeah.
I've taken Mick Foley's sock. Brutus the Barber Beefcake cut my hair one time. It was fucking terrifying.
Yeah, using those hedge clippers.
Yeah.
Clippers.
And he doesn't even he's just grace of God out there, man. Thought he took my ear with him.
Goodness.
So
That's cool,
bunch.
though, man.
Oh, thank you. There's probably
Yeah.
a
So-
lot other ones, but
So does Foley's fingers actually go into your mouth?
oh yeah, man.
Ugh.
Yeah, I've always been curious about that. Like,
Ugh. No, man.
Not the sock
'Cause,
part.
like-
That's not where Scott draws the line. It's the
does
actual
it really
fingers
lock
going
your
in.
jaw?
It's the fingers. I don't care about the sock, but
No. I mean, it might, and if someone really did it, but
yeah, if you really did it, yeah. I've
but
always been
no, he
curious
just
about
kind of
that.
puts it in there, and you just kind of flail your arms about for a minute and call it a
He
day.
doesn't give you one of these
You
little,
go
little
home.
tickle.
Nah,
little tickle
he's
ones.
not
tick your tongue.
trying to get that little. Not trying to get your punching bag or anything.
Right. Oh man. Yeah, the old
Dingly,
Mick
dingly
Foley,
thing.
man.
Yeah, man, he's awesome. I was his handler at WrestleCade a couple weeks ago, so I just got to sit there and talk with him all day, and then he gave me $100
wow.
for running his table, so that was fun.
I was just
That's
talking
awesome.
to my brother about that. I was like, because they
About
pull
me being at
talent for
WrestleCade,
shows.
yeah, it was a pretty big story.
Well, no, like they're gonna go to Squared Circle Expo that's coming up in
Oh, okay.
Indianapolis, and
Yeah.
I think it's Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
Right
They
on.
bring talent in, like they've done John Morrison before,
That's cool.
L.A. Smooth, not Luger, Tatanka.
Hell
They
yeah,
did a Luger
Tatanka.
signing. But yeah, I was like, dude, have you ever tried to get Mick Foley? And he's like, yeah, he's just kind of expensive, and
Yeah,
wants to
he
do,
ain't cheap.
Only 3 hours. I'm like, well,
Yeah,
dude, it's Mick
he's-
Foley. I mean,
Yeah, he made bank when I was his handler. So I guess that's why he gave me some money. 'Cause
He's like, here you go.
he's like,
This
here you
is
go,
like
poor kid.
One autograph. There you go.
Yeah,
yeah, I mean that's a big deal when he gives you money like that. Because
yeah. No, I was.
watched.
in.
You watch Holy Foley or read his books, like he's frugal.
Oh, very.
Yeah.
I thought he fucked
So-
up.
He thought it was a 10.
You want me to
It's like,
hold
sir,
this?
Sir,
Like-
do you mean 10?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this.
I mean, I've got change if you need it.
Sweet.
Speaking of, so this is a good wrestlers giving me money for things. So when I wrestled Vader, he had a really bad car accident, and he had back surgery and stuff. He was out forever. Decided
Yeah.
to come back. Did a couple shows. We were in St. George, Virginia, I believe, and some dude had wrestled him the night before and tried to body slam him and couldn't do it, and kind of dropped him and hurt him. I wrestled him the next night, and he gets like, we're talking about our match. I mean, we know what we're doing. We don't talk about anything, but like if we did, if we were talking about what might happen in our match, he was like, "Hey man, I don't want to bump a whole lot. The guy last night hurt me," and I was like, "You're fucking Vader, dude. I'm just gonna bump for you till you're done, and then just hit me with the Vader bomb. I don't give a fuck what we do. I don't have to do anything." So then he wanted me to do a bunch of comedy stuff, and I was like, "I'm your guy." So the match was fantastic. It was awesome. So we get to the back, and he's packing his shit up, and he's waiting for his driver to come get him. And he's looking around, and it's just me and him in the locker room. And he goes, "Hey man, I really hate to ask this of you. Will you put this icy hot on the scar on my back?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, no problem, whatever." So I put the icy hot on it, but it was like a liquid icy hot, and he's still sweaty. So I hit it, and like I do it, and then some of the sweat on the icy hot goes down his back and into his butt crack.
Oh man.
Nice.
And then he just goes,
icy hot.
yeah, he goes, icy hot goes to his butt crack, and he just goes, "Ugh."
Oh man.
And then there's complete silence. And he goes, "I think Mariah's here." And then like fucking,
Hey, he hated to ask. You know, he hated.
he
to
sure
ask.
did. And then he definitely hated he asked after that.
Ooh.
The thing about icy hot,
Yeah,
I never thought
tell me
I would-
about
I
it,
never
Steve-O.
used it.
Yeah.
I never thought I would say this, but if sometimes when you put it on, it's pretty good, and then other times it's the hellfires of doom, and then it freezes. You know, so
And
I
then it goes
switched
in
to
your butt crack.
BioFreeze because I
Yeah.
don't want to gamble
One
with
of
my
my-
pain.
One of my favorite podcasts, everybody put it on their balls, and it was a nightmare for them.
Yeah, what is that
From, like,
podcast?
freezing to burning hot.
what is
The
it called?
Fuckface podcast.
Okay,
Check them
okay.
out. The
Which
Fuckface
episode is that?
Podcast.
It's called Icy Balls.
69.
Yeah, you got
Hey.
that saved, right?
Uh,
We need
smart.
references
Yeah.
but
Let's-
I
hey,
never
let's
used
do that
icy hot,
here.
but It seems
Not it.
No, I'm
Anybody?
right now.
Not it.
I got some icy
not
hot.
it. Not it.
Well,
All right,
like
well,
it's just
Stevie, you're gonna do it for us.
Stevie,
No,
time
I'm
to
good.
time to man up,
Jay-
Steve-O.
Jason, you got that blur button?
Nah,
I had
man.
the.
Here's Stevie in the background go. "Ooh."
It probably wouldn't be. It wouldn't be that noise. It'd probably be me
Oh.
cussing a lot and being like, "This was stupid. I'm a dumbass." And,
God damn it.
although I did eat some 357,000 Scoville hot sauce once, and then go touch my wee wee when I peed, and
It always
burned
happens.
for
Does
like
that
an
work?
hour, dude.
Hell
I just
yeah.
always forget. I
Sounds
gotta pee,
awesome.
and then I'm like, oh shit. Oh well, whatever.
You
Don't
guys should
wanna
sit down
screw
to
around.
pee,
Yep.
just in general. You don't have to
Yeah.
worry about that ever if you just sit to pee.
That's true.
You know, there's
is
no
included
sprinkle
in that.
anywhere. All bowl.
All ball.
All bowl.
I'm sold, man.
You got
You
Nice
know, I have to
spice.
tell
switching
me
people
twice.
over one day at a time. That's my real
So-
plight in life. Is get people to sit to
One
pee.
The
podcast.
Sit
Yeah.
Pee Cult.
Catch me next week on Fuckface podcast or whatever.
Hell yeah.
Rubbing icy hot on his balls
Yeah, then would sit on my
while
pee.
he's sitting on the toilet though.
Yeah.
While podcasting.
That's cool. Well, I know, recently one of the Briscoes passed away from a car crash. But did you
He
ever have an opportunity to
as
work with those guys?
yesterday. I never wrestled them. They did do a couple PWX shows. I had many a beer with them. They also ran shows in Delaware where they're from at a fire department that I went up to and worked for them. And Jay always brought the beers, and he always bought beers when you went out. I knew I would consider him far more an acquaintance than a friend, but it was definitely an awful time for. Obviously, if you get on Twitter in the wrestling community, that's every other tweet is about him. He had a big impact.
Yeah. Great worker.
And
Great.
it's
great
very
entertainer.
unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, he was in the business for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
like 20 years,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think.
At
At
something
least,
like
and
that.
he was like a child when he got in. They were like 16 when they started,
Yeah,
and I believe today is his brother's birthday of all things.
Hmm.
yeah, it was. It's crazy. I got to see them at a Ring of Honor show at Cabarrus Arena
Yeah,
a few years back, and I mean they were great. That was the only time I got to see them live, but
yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
been a
they were
few,
real cool
few grim
dudes.
things of recent time in the
Mhm.
wrestling community. You know, with Kevin Nash with his statement and everything he made recently.
Yeah, it was a wild one. In case you don't know, he like joked about killing himself because his son recently passed away, and like the cops were called to do a wellness check on him, and he's like, "Guys, this is my coping mechanism and sarcasm. Sorry, he's
Yeah.
going to the gym."
Yeah, I was about to
Going
say
to
we
leg
don't-
day.
definitely don't want anything
Yep.
to happen to Kevin Nash. He's
No.
supposed to be at that Squared Circle Expo.
He's a super nice guy. So one time at a WrestleCon, I had to get him an Uber to go to the airport, and like it was Starcast because Conrad Thompson thought this was hilarious. I got him an Uber, but not thinking, just got him a regular Uber.
Oh
Oh
god.
man.
So this fucking like Toyota Corolla rolls up, and he looks at it and looks at me, and I'm like, he's like, "How am I gonna get into this?" I was like, "God damn it, dude! I'm so sorry." He's like, "Fuck it," and like he just pulls his seat back as far as it can go, and he like crams his ass. So he's like, "I'm just ready to leave." Crams his ass with this little Toyota, and just fucking shins and knees on the dashboard, just like
I
if he
believe
was
it.
sitting in the back seat straight up, he would still be touching the dashboard. I felt like the biggest fucking moron. And
Yeah,
I told
I was
like,
actually didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no,
Kevin.
it's
I was
fine. It
actually
was-
I was about to talk about how freaking tall that dude is.
yeah,
'cause
man, he was
when
super
you watch
shredder.
people-
Super Shredder.
Exactly, yeah.
Shredder.
You watch people on TV and you hear like 6'9", 6'11", you're like, okay, dang, that's pretty tall. But then like
6'9".
I walked past him at WrestleCon and I was like,
Nice.
Jesus Christ, he's like a skyscraper.
Yeah, man, he's fucking huge. Did you know in that scene in The Punisher, he actually got stabbed during that fight?
Oh,
If you
wow.
ever watched The Punisher that he was in,
Yeah, yeah,
The
with
TV
Thomas
show?
Jane.
No,
the Thomas Jane
movie.
one.
The
It's from,
movie,
like,
Oh, it's
yeah.
been a long time, but
mid-2000s.
yeah.
They're knife
actually
fighting. He
stabbed?
really stabbed him.
Holy
Damn.
shit!
It's one of those things, and they kept
That's
it.
the scene. Yeah, that's the scene you keep always.
Yeah.
You get if the guy. It's like the part in Blade Runner 2049 when Harrison Ford punches Ryan Gosling in the face. That's the one they kept.
Yeah,
It's always the key. It's always the one where the person gets injured is the one you keep.
DiCaprio
It's
fucking up
always
his
gonna
hand
look
in
the best.
Django. They kept that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
where he like made
that-
his hand just slice it open.
Yeah, he just kept
I was
going.
about to say, special effects
The
can't
one-
get better than that.
Nah, man.
Nope.
No, ever.
Bleeding for your craft.
Hey, man.
Speaking of that, do you do
Honest
that?
reaction.
Or do they even allow that anymore in indie times?
The blade.
Yeah,
Indie wrestling?
yeah. I've done a couple. I try to get it the old-fashioned way. I try not to cut myself. I tried to
Okay,
cut
yeah,
myself
yes.
one time, and I just did not get any type of results when it came to it. And I'm just like, come the fuck on, nothing. And so I just had these little like fucking cuts on my forehead and no blood, looking like a fucking idiot. But
Damn.
if I just hit my nose the right way, that thing will just start fucking pouring for no reason. But so I'll do death
I
and
guess,
hardcore stuff. I don't really cut myself. If it comes out the natural way, then all for it. But I'm not gonna try to look like an asshole trying to like reach my wrist tape and like trying to cut myself looking like very obvious. I'm not crafty enough to not look obvious.
I hear
Ric
you.
Flair was definitely just had a natural
Yeah.
ability of slicing his head like no one.
Oh yeah, if you see the old pictures of Brody where like his face, his all forehead is just all wrinkles from cutting himself so deep, just
Oh,
missing
yeah.
chunks of skin.
No, that was
Yep.
one of the guys you wrestled in that first federation you're in, where his
Yeah.
entire forehead looked like
Yeah.
he just did a face plant on some asphalt.
That guy, that was one of the first places I ever tried to cut myself. And it's like just cut it a little bit, and then I'll give you the Harley race where I kind of punch you a little bit and kind of twist my knuckle and it'll pop it
Oh,
open
man.
more. All right, cool deal, whatever.
Like
So
he's
I-
doing you a favor.
yeah, right. Fuck me. So like I do it, and then he punches me in the forehead, and it doesn't work. So he keeps fucking punching me,
Oh,
and nothing's coming. Until eventually I was like, "Please stop hitting me in the face. Please stop hitting me. It's not working."
damn.
Like, all right.
That's wild. What about headshot, chair shots? Do they let
Uh,
you do that?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's if you're nowadays,
Up
if
to
you're
you.
fucking stupid enough to do it, then go for it. But we all put our hands up now.
Yeah.
We're not the Dudleys in fucking ECW.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you
This
know,
shit's fake. So
It's hard to watch now though. Like some of those
Yeah.
old ones where they
oh
hit him in the
yeah,
head.
I
hands
saw-
down, just breaks the chair over their
Yeah.
head. No thanks.
Well, Foley was the king of taking him. It's
Yeah.
amazing that dude is like as smart as he is still.
Speaking of Foley, I saw him in a match the other day from 1997. He put his hand up.
Yeah,
But then I can't remember who it was. I saw somebody beat someone to death with a chair on an episode of Raw, and he did
That's
it
a snuff
backwards.
film.
Like he was hitting them with the legs of it
Hell
instead
yeah.
of the top part.
You
I
know,
was like,
innovators.
dude, it might have been Shamrock or no, it was British Bulldog. He
Hell
was
yeah.
beating Shamrock like that.
With the
I was
legs? Just
Yeah.
juiced the shit out of his mind, man.
I was like, I feel like that would probably suck worse.
Steroids are a hell of a drug.
For sure. But you know, I just recently watched a 4.5 video on YouTube on why this dude didn't like Hulk Hogan. How do you feel about Hulk Hogan?
What was his? Did he have like a list of reasons? Was
Yeah,
one
I
that
mean,
he
it
said
was-
the N word in a sex tape? Was that like number one, or like did that fall
It
low?
was in there.
It was
in
there, but it
there.
wasn't number one.
No,
I
number
think he
one
needs
was
to
Thunder
up-
in Paradise.
He needs to update it
gonna
with
say.
now he's a Scientologist. He can
Wait,
add
what?
that
Hold
into.
on.
Really? That's number one.
Oh, you guys
Thunder in
missed that
Paradise is
trend
number
this week?
3.
It was
Oh
more
man,
of
I
a-
didn't know that.
It was
Oh,
more of a,
yeah.
Let me
let's
tell you
start at
something,
the
brother.
beginning.
Aliens up there.
They're there, man.
No, it was literally like a 4-hour and 23-minute video, and it was called "Why I Hate Hulk Hogan." It's a good watch if you've got
SEO.
the time.
I don't
But
have 4
it-
hours.
I watched it in pieces.
It's dedication.
Yeah, man. At one sitting.
No. Like I watched
and
some
I'm
on
the
Monday,
YouTube guy.
some
Oh, okay.
on Tuesday.
All right.
Well, this
fair enough.
Before
What do I think about
Hulk?
Hulk Hogan?
Yeah,
Art and artist, maybe? Is that a thing? Like, do we acknowledge you can separate the art from the artist? And I think
Sure,
Hulk
yeah.
Hogan, I think Terry Bollea is a fucking idiot, but I mean, Hulk Hogan shaped wrestling. I don't think he's as
His
good as John
MTV
Cena,
Cribs
but
episode.
He's no John Cena.
he's no John Cena, but who is?
bad actor.
That's true.
Yeah, wait,
Batista.
well, hold on. No, Batista's number one.
He is number one.
You know, I mean, Hogan did everything for the business. I mean, the same thing you could say about Ric Flair. You know, if you watch that Dark Side of the Ring thing where,
Oh, the airplane.
You
wreck.
know,
We're talking about the airplane from hell.
yeah, so like, I don't know. I don't know, the same way I guess you had to listen to Brand New where, you know, he was touching kids or whatever.
Yeah.
Art and artist is, I guess, really all I could say. Like, Hulk Hogan didn't impact my life in wrestling, but I know that he did for many others, and he brought it to the mainstream. And there for a very long time, he made wrestling a popular thing for anyone to watch. So in those
Right.
regards, fuck yeah. What he did is his own personal self, you know, not so much. But good for him for beating the sex tape internet thing. Like, that's cool that he got to do that. Like, maybe the content was awful, like, you know, saying the N word, but like, you know, who am I?
His
I
MTV
understand.
Cribs episode lives rent free in my head.
Oh man,
That
what
whole-
happened
Just that
there?
whole thing. It's just peak 2000s.
Does he have the
era,
monster
like,
truck in
rich
his
guy
driveway?
living. I think he did.
I'm gonna have to YouTube that.
You know,
It's
you had
not
to have
4
that
hours
out there
late.
for the
Yeah.
MTV show. But not
This is
the
Andre's
video
shirt.
was in chronological order. They weren't like number one. The reason I
Oh,
hated him was 'cause
okay.
he's racist.
Here's why he sucked in
Yeah.
1985.
Pretty much.
Here's why he was
yeah.
a bitch in 87. 2023, we're here,
Content's out
guys. He's a
You get to modern
Scientologist.
times. Modern times, he's a bad father, etc. Et
He really wanted to fuck his daughter, it seemed like, in a couple of those episodes of Hogan Knows Best.
Yeah.
All of his
God.
wives
That
look
show
like
was
her.
wild into itself.
So
Yeah.
bad.
That was peak.
The only,
It's
the only
Peacocks.
reality celebrity show that I really dug was, you know, other than
The
Legends
Osbournes.
House, The Osbournes. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say for MTV.
I really liked VH1's White Rapper show. If you guys remember that.
I remember that.
Kinda.
That
think I
show
ever
was
got the pleasure.
amazing.
I forgot about
It was
that.
hosted by Snow,
Yep.
third base.
The Informer, bro.
Yeah, man, he was there, and that shit was nuts. It's like when Chappelle's show did that making the band thing with Dave Chappelle's Puffy,
Yeah.
except real, and that
Yep.
shit
It
was
really was.
awesome.
I'm gonna need to watch that through
Talking
again.
about the Dylon thing
Yeah, but
Top 5
with,
MCs.
but with whites.
with whites.
Oh, white rappers.
Yeah, the White Rapper
see.
show.
Hence Snow.
Oh, man.
It's
I'm gonna
yeah,
have to catch a clip. I'm gonna have to catch a clip of that.
yeah, man. And they had to go to the ice box to write their bars, and they had to like battle rap at the end to see who goes home.
Yep.
Icebox. You mean like they went to a walk-in freezer?
Yeah, well, they call it the
That's
ice
what they called
box.
the studio.
Yeah, the little studio.
Studio.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because you got to be cold. Because he's Snow.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, I get it. I get it
It's
now.
a great name.
Yeah.
It's
That's
a great
probably
name
how he
for a
got the
studio.
show. He
It
was
is.
like, "Look,
That's
my name
right.
is Snow.
I got this
We'll
idea.
put him in the ice box, which plays on my name."
Not
Like he
bad.
explained it to the producers. He's like,
I
"We're
would
gonna
love
do
to
a
think
couple
they really
episodes."
wanted Vanilla Ice as the host, and then he was like, "I'm above this."
Canned.
Yeah, he was
He's
too
like,
busy
"And
pulling
they're
in
like-
houses.
And then Snow was just there hanging out, like sweeping or something,
guys.
and he was like, "I'm not though. Hold on,
Because like
let me inform
I mean,
you. The informer is in."
that makes sense. It's like
I
if
would
they
tell
wanted
that
ice,
happen.
vanilla
Listen,
ice.
He'll
ice
lick your boom
box.
boom down.
Yeah, look at boom boom down.
1 out of 5 white rappers has something to do with something white.
Lick it
Snow.
bonbon. I don't start coming out to that
Favorite
song.
white rapper.
Oh shit! I don't know,
You
man.
should come out to that song.
I saw Vanilla Ice live a couple months ago at the Gathering of the Juggalos, and that shit was insane.
Did you kill anybody?
I was gonna
Not
ask
this
if you've
one.
been to another one since the last.
I have, and it was far less exciting.
Really?
Well, I mean, I killed someone at the first one.
Yeah, it's true.
This one was just a drive there and drive back type deal.
Like for real, you
Um,
did? You really killed somebody?
Body has
We
been
don't know.
found, allegedly.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Don't quote me, boy. I said
Allegedly.
shit.
Uh,
Nah,
Go
not
back to
this much
episode
alcohol.
17.
Soda bottle though.
We'll take it out in post.
I fat clowned this lady. So this one, so like Vanilla Ice played, and it was amazing. And then the DJ from 3-6 Mafia did a set, and he was
Nice.
so fucked up to where he started playing like that. He played that for a minute, and he's like, stopped it. He goes, "Wait a minute, I'm gonna play that later." And he's like, "All right, what y'all want
That's
to
not how you
hear?"
DJ.
He's like, "What y'all want to hear now?" And he's like, "This song or this song?" And like they cheer and like whatever. He's like, "All right," and he hits play. Damn it, turns it off again. Just
Such a
keeps doing
courteous
this.
DJ.
Then starts to play like a Vanilla Ice song, which I feel is very unnecessary since he just got done playing. So he does that for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then he cuts it off before the song's even over, and he's like, "Where my juggalos? I want to see a fucking mosh pit right now. I want to see a fucking mosh pit. When I play this next song, I need a mosh pit to go. Fly. Hold on, no. To the point that Steve-O had to come out, like
Oh, shit.
at Showtime at the
Jackass?
Apollo, and like
Oh, God.
hook him off and like get him
Damn.
off the stage, and then he just started eating light bulbs. Steve-O did,
Classic.
not
I was
not
gonna
Oh,
say-
I
3-6
was like,
Mafia.
Jesus Christ.
Nah, the Steve-O started
Like,
eating light
somebody should help
bulbs
him.
until it was done. That was his whole
It's his
set.
go-to. He needs to.
Wow.
He
Those
just
go
ate
fine.
light bulbs.
Just
Yeah, 'cause
Steve-O. All of the rest of the DJ set was Steve-O eating light bulbs because that guy was too fucked up to DJ.
I can't speak on behalf
What a
of
showman.
the rest of the guys, but I am down with the clown, of course.
Whoop whoop. 2 scoops
but-
of whoop. I think
I
I'm wearing my
love some-
Juggalos shirt. Hold on. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. There you go.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Caleb Conley is a huge juggalo, and that's a true story. That's
Yes,
not even
it
making
is.
fun of him. He's just, down with the clown, fucking hocus
I got
pocus
a friend
jocus
like
or whatever
that.
those guys said.
Magnets.
Magnets, how do they work?
Magnets.
I got a friend like that. His name's Kyle, man. You cut his
Yeah.
arm, he bleeds Fago.
Hell yeah.
That's what Zane shot at a lady.
That's right. Killed that bitch.
Nice. But yeah,
well.
I could imagine, the dude, the 3-6 Mafia dude, he's at the gathering. The only thing to do at the gathering is do a bunch
to
of
a certain
drugs. You know
bridge.
what I'm saying? Watch some
Yeah.
wrestling.
Start a
Yeah.
cult. No. What
No,
you
you
do
go
at
to a
the
certain
gathering of the
bridge.
Juggalos. Here's what you do. Here's what I'm going to do if I go to the gathering. I'm
You
gonna
should
try to
totally
find,
go. I
like-
think everyone should go. It's a rite of passage.
I'm going to try to
Just
start
for
a
a
cult.
living.
Yeah.
I'm going to gather up like
They've already
real fucked
started
up juggalos and juggalettes and just like get them to join my cult
Yeah.
and then like cancel the cult the last day after
Jason.
the orgy.
I want you to
All
make
right,
a promise
guys,
right
well-
now.
It'd be a really
Oh.
smelly orgy. There's not a lot of showers.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
a
it'd
real
be
bad
bad.
one.
It'd
It's
be
real
stinky.
gross.
Yeah, I
I
want
think it
Jason
smelled
to
too
make
well,
a
so it doesn't
promise
matter.
right now. By episode 200, he's going to the gathering.
It's not that
I
expensive.
never had an
man.
opportunity to, but
You just
I-
get in your
I'm
car
gonna
and go to
alone.
Ohio.
That's boring.
Not
I was
that
in
far.
Ohio? I was in
Just a
Michigan.
jaunt.
No, that was where the old ones were, and they went to Illinois for a while, then they went out west. Now they're in Thornville,
Yeah.
Ohio.
They're from
Thornhill,
Michigan.
Ohio.
right across the street from like it used to be just in like the middle of the woods on this like private farm, and now it's just across the street from like a Hilton.
And an Applebee's.
Kind of takes away from a lot of it, but you
The
can get some
vibe.
Skyline
That's sick.
chili though while you're there.
Listen, the Juggalos are getting older.
They are.
You know, they need more
True.
comfort.
Yeah, fuck
You
the
know, 'cause,
campground.
like,
Let's
there's no
go.
more
Let's
tent
go to the
bullshit.
Hilton, man.
Yeah,
They saw those Paris Hilton commercials. And they're like, "That's the way you do it."
that's it. So did you wrestle at this one, or you were just?
I did. I
spectator?
wrestled.
You did?
I wrestled Colt Cabana. No,
Oh
did
hell
I?
yeah!
No, I wrestled Colt Cabana the first one. This time I think I wrestled Jake Manning on this one. Yes, because he's a man scout and I was a bear.
Nice.
Did this?
I was called Smokeweed the Bear.
Smokeweed the bear.
Yeah, like
Smokeweed the
Smokey
Bear.
the Bear, but like Smokeweed the Bear.
That's
On brand.
That's on brand. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say.
It was cool, man. I got paid and it went through this time.
Were you doing a work?
That's a win.
W.
Yeah.
W.
You took you took the win.
No.
No.
I got paid. So the first time I
Wow.
did it, they gave me $25 and the check bounced. This time they paid
Damn.
me $100 and the check went through.
Oh shit!
Progress,
So-
folks.
Things looking good, man.
Catch me at Gathering the Juggalos 2048.
Fuck yeah.
I'll have made $150,
$200.
bitches.
Because I guess it's gonna kind of become like a. I don't want to necessarily say like Ozfest because Ozzy still plays those when they do them, but I know Violet J. You know he's got congestive heart failure, so he's
Yeah.
probably not going to be performing. But I'm sure he'll still be there because it's
Maybe
his
they'll get a
business.
hologram.
That'd be sweet.
That's true.
Yeah.
Definitely
Because
hologram.
you have Shaggy
Shooting
up
hologram
there.
Fako.
It's coming right at me. It's not real.
Everybody put on your
Yeah.
3D
They'll
goggles.
preload it.
Yeah.
It's, everybody there's
cannons
got
of it.
diabetes, so they got to use the hologram Fago
Yeah.
now.
God damn it.
Well, I've
Yeah,
heard
go with
I've
Faygo
heard
Light.
that venues stopped booking them because of the sugar, making everything sticky. So they switched
Yeah, I'm
to
sure.
Diet Faygo.
Like they didn't get Guar to come
Sugar.
play.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
real.
right.
I
Shooting
know,
piss
right? Yeah.
everywhere.
Piss and
And-
jizz.
fake.
Yeah.
blood
These
and
clowns are
stuff.
just throwing around a little bit of Coca-Cola.
That's it.
I just want to get some Moon
Might
Mountain
try
Mist
that.
on my face.
There it is.
But yeah,
That's
as far as I know, they do the diet ones now so that they don't get
Uh.
sticky everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Those good.
that's
Those,
what I've
those
heard.
diets are good too.
Either way, they'll
Yeah.
shoot right off your
That's
finger.
right. You
at
get
somebody.
cancer that way though, but whatever.
No one ever
You
gets
can- you
dehydrated.
can still kill
at
them
an
with it.
ICP
Yeah.
concert.
Carbonation still get a bitch.
Mm. Amen.
Damn right.
Hell yeah.
God damn it.
All right, guys, we're losing steam. We got some games to play. Like, what's up?
Ball's about to drop.
Your balls are about to.
Go ahead,
I was
drop
gonna.
it.
Yeah.
Drop it.
What you got?
Like it's
Because I
hot.
feel like
I
feel like I've asked too many questions. I feel like I've just
No,
been
man,
kinda-
I'm here
it's
for
just
you.
It's been the Steve and Zane show. Like
That's
I
cool,
don't want
man.
to take
What-
over.
You know.
Listen, we had them
The
before. This is your first
Yeah.
time.
I talk
It
to
is
him
my
at
first
least
time.
once
first.
a day.
Last time was in person, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Way the
For
fuck away
all
from
of us.
here. Like when Jared said it was his house, like, oh, that's twice as close as driving all the way out to
To
Where Scott
fucking
doesn't
bump
even
up
live
Bessemer
anymore.
City.
Was it?
Yeah, I don't live there anymore. A lot's
Yeah.
changed since then.
Okay.
Hell
Lots
yeah.
changed for Mr. Scott.
Good or I'm sorry. Either one. Take which one you want.
Both.
There you go. Hell yeah.
I'm good with both, man. A little bit.
Seems
bit both.
net positive for Scott.
It's
pretty net-
Yeah,
It's
positive.
pretty net positive.
I like
Pretty
to work
net
net positive. That's good.
Big old upgrade.
Hell yeah.
You know, it's pretty good. It's been pretty good.
Shit,
So,
yeah.
do you have anything coming up that like you want to plug or?
I have. So if you haven't watched them yet, watch season 1 of Heels. I make a lot of residuals on that because I'm in like 8 or 9 of 10 episodes. Do the same with season 2 when it drops. Go back and watch 2 specific episodes of The Righteous Gemstones season 2.
Yeah.
I was in a couple episodes of that with Eric Roberts. He was awesome. There's a new show on NBC right now called Will Trent.
I saw previews for that.
Based on a book. I'm in an episode of that it's really weird. Oh shit, I don't know if it's out yet. So never mind. Just the juxtaposition between the guy that's in the scene with me and what I'm dressed like, it's just odd.
Yeah.
Which do you know which episode it is?
I
can see if
think
it's
I'm
been-
3 or 4. I think I'm pretty early.
Okay. Let me see.
So I'm in an episode of that. So watch only that one.
Came out 2 days ago.
Right on. So I'm like dressed as some weird mobster for some reason, and like in a not like I'm like a Goodfellas mobster, like in a tracksuit. And then this dude's just in like basketball shorts, and while we're hanging out, I have no idea. So like, but yeah, I'm in that. So yeah, watch those a lot because I got bills.
Just put them on.
Just
put them on a
repeat. Yeah,
loop
if you
on
leave your
this.
house, just keep Stars playing. You can watch those
Yeah.
first 3 episodes for free on a lot of things. I don't like on YouTube.
That's
I was
true.
just gonna
Actually,
say,
Amazon Prime has the first episode for free too.
Hell yeah,
of Heels.
just repeat it, baby.
Just watch it.
I'll
And
I'll
you
cash
do
in my
you do
free
all the
stars.
in-ring work for Diego, right?
Yes, 90% of the time that he's in the ring, it's me.
It's you. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you'll notice, halfway through this season, they put us in long tights instead of just trunks because my legs are significantly larger than his. So they had to cover that up. Other than that, you can find me on social medias, ZaneX Core on Twitter, IAW Zane Riley on Instagram, Zane Riley on Facebook because that's my real name. I'm not creative. I will be at the
It's a good
San
name.
Antonio WrestleCon for Royal Rumble next
hell yeah.
weekend. I'll be there.
Nice.
And might see me at a different wrestling place at the end of next month. So that'd be cool. I
Is
can't
it a
talk about
secret?
it yet. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
let's hope that happens. So just watch all the TV wrestlings
So
and you
f-
might see me
so-
somewhere.
Follow the social medias because
Yeah.
you'll probably
Yeah,
I would
you'll
imagine.
see my Zane Riley is graphic one day.
hell yeah.
Oh.
All right, that's
Ooh.
me.
That's it. So Zane Riley, everybody, thank you for coming on
Thank you for
today.
having me. Get me at 200.
We always have a fun. Yeah, you're gonna be here for 200
Yeah,
and
we'll talk about
another
your
6 years.
Time of the gathering.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2048, man.
Brother, I'll be there. I'm a walker.
All right, man. We appreciate you coming on. Everybody celebrating episode 100, and make sure you follow us at Talking Without Thinking on YouTube and TWTP Cast everywhere else. Make sure you follow Zane. Check out what he's doing. He's gonna be a pro actor now. He's
Yeah.
already a pro wrestler,
Right.
so
Pro faller
He's-
downer.
Yeah. he does it all, man, and he's a super good dude. Appreciate you coming on, and we'll catch you all next time. Episode 101. Later.